Hello, it's the governor. How you doing today? Coming to you August 3rd. Man, I'm excited. Going to be talking about a special subject today. Being the best and choosing to be the best. When we think with the big head, we're always striving to better ourselves, enhance ourselves, dealing with the people that are around us. And so when we choose a mate, when we choose to give ourselves to someone physically, we should acknowledge what it is that they bring to us, what it is about us that they enhance, that we want to go ahead and top it off by making this connection and combining forces with this other individual. So when the question comes up, why did you choose me? Or why did I choose you? I chose you because you make a better me. And so in America, we have free will to choose our mates. We have free will to engage in the art of meeting people and falling in love and engaging ourselves sexually. And so, with that being said, because we have this free choice, we need to take advantage of it and learn to choose wisely. And thinking with the big head just states some of the things that come with thinking with the big head, and that's based on the base runner system. Like, we go through a process, and in this process we find out, does this person like who I am? Does this person want to help me be a better me? Does this person have the things that I need that enhance my qualities and show that they want to work with me, work with my family, work with my team? And if they do, I give myself, I make that connection. I'm thinking with the big head, and the governor says that every man is destined for greatness. He is destined for greatness for his own family, first and foremost. You can't be great to the world till you're great to your family. Your family should be the thing that sets you off on that mission to greatness. I think of tales that, you could call them fantasy or dreams that women use to come up with this concept of a man that would only be with them, this great knight that slays the dragon, that climbs the tower, for this woman. But there's usually more to that mission. There's usually a mission of wanting to do something for the father, or make the father proud, or do something for his land or his people, and he needs the princess, he needs the queen, he needs this woman to help him achieve this mission. So he goes through all these things to get her. But he recognizes that there's a mission here for the family. Even if you don't know your father, he wasn't in your life, this, that, and the third, you should strive to know them. And striving to know him, or striving to know the man that stood in his place, or this, that, striving to understand some source of where you come from, even if it's through your mother, striving there. There's a reason. There may be a story or a tale, something that she tells you of this person that she met that helped created you, that makes you go on this mission that defines you. And in going on this mission, you don't go alone. You go with a woman. Through this mission of learning something about yourself to better yourself, you establish a bond. She's there to help be that wall that you bounce your ideas and fantastical thoughts, and she gives you that energy and tells you should do it. And through that process, you build love. Build something that makes you want to give yourself up to. I always tell men, you need to be mindful of a woman that looks to take you away from your family. If you have some fantastical idea, if she doesn't, and it talks about doing something against your family, if she doesn't step in the way, that tells you something about the woman. If there's a difference in not liking and not wanting to work together. A woman that doesn't decides that she doesn't want to work with your mother is a woman that can't work with you. So you need to be mindful of that before going forward, because you don't break your relationship with your mother. There's never a disconnection there. A disconnection from your mother can only lead to discord. So anything that is and not in accord with your mother, if you can't break the will of that individual for them to be in accordance to where they can work together, then that's not an individual. That's an individual that you're just setting out for hard times with. And they because you set yourself out with a woman that can't work with your mother, then you put your help on the opposing side. So like when you need assistance, it's almost uncomfortable. You never want that. You want assistance to always be able to come easily and flowing throughout the team. Everybody should want to pass the ball or one another, or if they don't want to, you know how to coach them into wanting to. You can bend their will to wanting to. But if there's no wanting to bend or no acceptance or humbleness there, because it's really all about authority. If your woman has to humble herself to your authority and you have to humble your authority to your mother, then it's just a chain of command. The general has to still humble himself to the president. The president has to humble himself to the people. So you humble yourself to the whole. As in your decision making, I don't decide for I decide for the team. But just that's just the natural order of things. If you are the man and your woman submits to your will and you submit to the will of your mother and your father as you're supposed to, because that's how you're going to want your kids to be before becoming, then you recognize that your woman has to follow this chain of command. Who does she have reign and dominion over? The children. Other people that respect your authority, and because you are the king and she is the queen, they have to respect her authority. You don't allow people to walk over your wife or your woman. That's allowing people to walk over you. This is why the purpose of this is for you to understand one thing. If you are great, right, or you are the best, and you choose something, what you choose should be a representation of your greatness or what makes you the best. And so you have to be mindful of that. You want to nurture this. You want to nurture this mirror that has the ability to double your effect. You don't want to down your mirror. You don't want to. You have deficiencies. So your mirror is going to have deficiencies. You don't want to point out the deficiencies and dwell on the deficiencies of the mirror, because the mirror is just going to dwell on the deficiencies of you. Think about when you go back and forth with your woman, you point out a deficiency, she points out a deficiency. You point out a deficiency, she points out a deficiency. So what happens if you point out greatness? If you point out greatness, she should point out greatness. If there's no giving and taking of greatness, then there should be a recognition that there should be a separation there, that there is something that needs to be done or changed. But your woman should reflect greatness, your greatness. So calling your woman stupid is only calling you stupid. She only represents your deficiencies. So if she's stupid, then you should be strong enough to make the decisions that she makes that are stupid. You should make them for her. Why? Because when there comes to things that you are deficient in, you're gonna want her to fulfill those deficiencies as if they're hers. You want that flow. So where you can where you have a deficiency, right when the deficiency shows its ugly face, she's there to step in and play her position on command. So it needs to be vice versa. When her deficiency shows its face, you should be there. That's your that's that's the burden of being the man. You have multiple women, you have multiple deficiencies that you have to make decisions for when that deficiency shows its ugly face. When you have deficiencies in things that you can't do, she needs to be there to be able to assist you in those deficiencies. That's what makes you two, as a tandem, great. You're the best individually. Together, you're great. Because then together you get to work as a team and achieve the goal. You can't achieve the goal by yourself. So you can be the best, but you won't reach the big goal to a team. Everything has to work cohesively for you to reach that ultimate goal, and then it just comes down to just uh, delivery and greatness on your part. But everything should be working in a manner that it's working towards the goal and not working against the goal, and you're working for enhancement, not necessarily the enhancement and correction are interchangeable, because the correction is for the enhancement. You have a deficiency or fault, there is some type of correction, and there's I need to learn how to do something better, so I do something better, and then you move forward. But and this whole thing just talks about being mindful, making your choices with your woman, understanding that you're choosing to be the best. You want to be the best first and foremost for your family, and being the best there, being the best for your family will allow you to be the best for the world. If you decide to be the best for the world first, then you're going to have problems. And so thinking with the big head just avoids all that and says, be the best for mom, be the best for sister, be the best for the mate. And all these people should strive to be the best for you by how you govern yourself. With that being said, this is the lesson. You want to comment, send emails, you want to know more, you can reach me on IC Online. That's www.eye, the letter C, the letter U, online.com. I'm the governor. It's August 3rd. Power up.